So this is a very young market indeed. So when you look at all the e-commerces, all the sizes, what you see is they're the big players, and they have very professional infrastructure because the scale enables them to have really high level of sophistication and automation. And then if you look at the smaller players, actually very many of them are unsophisticated. So when someone starts a business, they will typically do it from their flat, from garage, so very basic infrastructure. And then even when they move up, it's still gonna be some basic facilities, right? So that's where we come in to actually help what we call it crossing the death valley. So exactly the moment between doing something very unprofessional and going to the point where you have nicely automated and professionalized warehouse. So we're still in the very early phases, right? If you really look like top down, the e-commerce market itself is still quite young. Maybe it's not like a newborn, but it's still a toddler. So the first wave was for the companies to actually start selling online and just establishing this as a channel. What we're seeing right now is the second wave of professionalization, where it's not good enough that you just deliver, because when you look at Polish or even European landscape like 5 or 7 years ago, no one expected that you would get a delivery in 1 or 2 days. And if there was an issue, well, that was part of life. So what we're seeing right now is this huge pressure, and the pressure is driven by the big players, by Zalando, by Amazon, to make logistics actually a competitive advantage, so that the customer experience is so good that you just want to repeat and repeat e-commerce purchases. So now that we have this push towards professionalization, this is where that's the reason for us to exist, because our job is to help those small companies make this step. And it's really super early. Like even if we look at the US market, the businesses similar to ours have been created there like 3 or 4 years ago. So even in that developed market, it's still a fresh thing.